Double Take Sports Talk. Blog Talk, critical thinking for analysis. Coming up on a show, we are going to discuss our predictions of division winners from each one. And we're also going to have a prediction from tonight's game next. Alright, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk. This is our blog talk, critical thinking and analysis. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daryl. On the other side of me, on the opposite, say hello to Darren Watts, everybody.
Back to football today.
Yeah, back to football.
Rematch of the Super Bowl.
Yep. We got that on today's show, and we also got our prediction for division winners from the AFC and the NFC. Okay. What you think, man? But before we get to that, as a matter of fact, of course, we're seeing that Tim Tebow has signed a minor league contract with the New York Mets minors. So, congratulations to him, and hopefully he gets success in that.
Much luck to him.
Yeah, that's very good news up to this point.
News, yes.
For
those of you that are Tim Tebow fans.
Yeah, and I'm definitely one of them.
I am too.
I am a Tim Tebow fan. Okay. All right, Darren. We got our division winners. And, of course, a dedication to tonight's football is back for Denver and Carolina. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, our blog talk, 10 minutes, starts now.
All right. Okay. Of course, NFL season is back tonight, starting with Carolina and Denver. Of course, the Super Bowl rematch. Now, we took some time to, put our stuff together and cook up some winners for the divisions. And how we're going to do this, we're going to go, by order, by AFC, then going down to NFC, down the list. And, of course, we're going to interact our thoughts with this. So we're going to start with the AFC East. Of course, before we go to that, also, this is just our opinions. This is just, this is our way of doing our research, and this is what we think personally. It doesn't have to reflect anybody or anybody else whatsoever, or interacting with the media whatsoever. This is just us,
right,
and what we think based on our studies and our analysis that we took the time to do.
Right.
So, okay. We're going to start off with AFC East. I guess I will go first. With the AFC East winner, I got the New York Jets. That's exactly who I got. I got to know. And I'm telling you, I think Darren is going to disagree with me. I am about 99.99% that he's going to disagree with me. And I don't blame him at this point if he disagree with me. But I will disagree with him if he actually picked one winner that I don't like.
Hey, well, let me go ahead and clear your head now. It is not who you think it is.
Okay, good.
I disagree.
Okay, all right. See, I feel better now. Okay. Darren, who do you have as the AFC East winner?
I have, believe it or not, after good research.
Same time. Ready?
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3. The Buffalo Bills.
Yep, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills this year. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills to at least win the division, and I believe that the Miami Dolphins is going to go ahead and take a wild card this year.
You think they're going to take the wild card?
I believe they might have a shot at the wild card this year. They have a shot. I'm not going to say that they're going into it, but they have a shot.
That's very interesting. Now, why do you believe that Buffalo do you think that Buffalo's going to win the AFC East?
For one thing, adding Rob Ryan was a big boost to the defense.
Yep.
So I believe that their defense would get them into the playoffs. I believe it would get them into the playoffs along. Now their offense is still building up, but I can see them getting to that point where they can at least get into the playoffs. I do.
Now I always said this to you, Darren. I absolutely agree to the fact that Buffalo will be in the playoffs, to the fact, but I don't think they're going to win the AFC East. I believe the Jets can win the AFC East because, in my personal opinion, based off of what I've seen the last few years, New York has pretty much, other than New England, has pretty much dominated. It seemed like Buffalo only dominates at the beginning of the season and then they start to derail. Now, with the addition of Rob Ryan, like you said, that boosts up the defense. But the only issue I have with Buffalo is the offense. Even though the offense is getting better for Buffalo, I believe that New York has gotten to the point where they are still in the rebuilding process, but they're good enough to at least pull off this AFC East win. But at the same time, I think that this is going to be a tight race for the AFC East.
We'll see.
This is going to be tight because, because this is just, it's going to be tight all the way because all these four teams are tremendous. I mean, New England, they have dominated the AFC East. Left a bad taste in my mouth, but yeah. They have won the AFC East quite a few times. New York has won it a few times. Miami and Buffalo are just like the down list for that. But hey,
we'll see.
AFC East, of course, there has Buffalo. I got New York Jets. Anything else you want to add to that?
Nope.
All right, here we go. Moving on to the next division, AFC North winner. Then I'm going to start with you on this one. Who do you think is going to win the AFC North in this in particular case? Well, of course, I got it in a bad time.
Mm-hmm. I'm right.
Well, I'll go ahead and go then. I have the Cincinnati Bengals.
No kidding.
Yes, I have the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I got the Cincinnati Bengals.
I actually have to go with
Pittsburgh.
the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I got Cincinnati.
No, I'm going with Pittsburgh this year.
Now, the Cincinnati, I believe they are going to continue where they left off last season anyway. Never getting advanced or past a round.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me and my personal opinion. Even though I got the Bengals winning, but in this case, I'm going to call this the AFC upset winners because of the fact of what Cincinnati has done when they won the title last year and did not get past a round at all. So, do they have potential to get past a round this year? Absolutely. Absolutely. But to me, old habits die hard. But still,
Okay.
I got Cincy.
Okay. I got Pittsburgh.
What you got to Pittsburgh?
Huh?
Why Pittsburgh?
Because they're the better team. Hey, there's nothing to it. They're the better team. This year, I believe I believe that their offense and defense have improved from last year. So I'm going with Pittsburgh this year.
Well, you got James Harrison, you got Palomalu on defense. They'll be your X factors coming into this season. And now that all the hype, well, not all the hype, but all the distractions from the Al Jazeera report, they can be able to focus more better with James Harrison, if anyway. I don't think it too much bothered him, but it was just like, okay, now that's off my list, I can focus on bigger and better things, bigger fish to fry. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't doubt Cincy. I don't doubt Pittsburgh. Baltimore and who's the other one? Who's that last one? Cleveland?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Cincy and Pittsburgh are the two top contenders to win that title. But I'm going with Cincy. Now, you got anything else to add to AFC North?
Nope.
Okay. AFC South. This was hard for me. My AFC South winner, unfortunately, I picked the Houston Texans.
Really?
Yes, I picked the Houston Texans.
Very interesting.
Because at this point, I think the Colts woes are going to continue to fail them. Protecting Andrew Luck. Now, if the offensive line can find some way to protect Andrew Luck and let him work his magic, absolutely, then the Colts will dominate and win the AFC South. But I don't see that happening right now. I believe the Colts will make the playoffs, but I don't think they're getting the title. But they will go further than Houston in the playoffs. That's just me. But Houston got the title.
I'm going with Tennessee.
Everybody either said Tennessee or Jacksonville.
And I hadn't even paid attention to the media. I have not touched the TV for any type of...
But they're saying more Jacksonville than Tennessee.
I'm not going with Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville will be third. I'm going with Tennessee only because I believe that their running game has improved. I believe that their defense has improved, especially under Dick LeBeau. I'm going with Tennessee this year.
Oh, so this is practically a whole Dick LeBeau thing, isn't it?
Yes, because I believe Dick LeBeau's defense is very strong. Dick LeBeau and Rob Ryan are my two top defensive coordinators. So I'm going with Tennessee this year.
You going with Tennessee this year?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you think Colts have a shot at making the playoffs this year?
Nope.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Their defense improved, but not at all.
AFC East. Who you got?
Oh, you got the AFC East.
I mean AFC West. Sorry.
I have for the AFC West. I have help me out here. I don't remember all my teams. I just wrote them down and forgot all about them. Kansas City.
And I got them too.
Kansas
That's
City.
No doubt. Jamal Charles is back.
Yep.
And Alex Smith is back, and Andy Reid's back.
Well, Andy Reid never left.
Yeah, he never left.
Jamal Charles that left.
Yeah, he of course coming off injury.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I'm going with Kansas City this year for them to not only
no
take the division, but at least go to divisionals.
Yeah, I agree. At least something we can agree on.
But not the championship game.
Nope, I agree with that too. All right, moving down to NFC. I got the Giants. NFC East. I got the Giants.
They're in a real rebuilding process.
I mean, but they still got Victor Cruz and Odell Beckham.
I'm not going with them this year.
You're not going with the Giants?
No.
The G-Men.
No, I'm not going with them. I really did not even have the division winner, but I don't like none of these teams as a division winner. But
I got the Giants.
If I really had to pick Washington.
Boy, you suck. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Washington.
Yep.
I got New York.
Nope.
I got New York.
I see more potential in Washington than I do any of the AFC East team. I'm sorry, NFC East team. I see more potential out of Washington than I do Philadelphia, the Giants, and Dallas.
Well, the Giants do got their work cut out for them, so I can also agree to that term, but they're still going to pull out the NFC East.
I'm going with Washington.
This is going to be an interesting one. I got to hear Darren on this one. NFC North.
This was a very easy one for me.
Who you got?
The Green Bay Packers.
Okay, so do I. I got Green Bay Packers. Now, I said that since Teddy Bridgewater had went down with an injury, their playoff chances has not went down, in my personal opinion. But their chances of winning the title has went down drastically.
Now, I'm just going to say this. Because Teddy Bridgewater is gone, that's the reason why I'm not picking the division winners. Right. I had them as division winners right up until Teddy Bridgewater
got hurt. Mm-hmm. Until he got hurt. I had them as title winners too, but then the next The next competitive in line was Green Bay.
And that's Green Bay.
And that's Green Bay.
Winning this year.
Yep.
Green Bay's winning this
Absolutely. Back to 2010.
Yep.
NFC South. This is interesting too. Who you got?
This one right here, I was not really able to sit down and study like I really wanted to. If I had to pick for
The NFC South.
It would be Carolina again.
Yeah, me too. I said Carolina because I don't think they're not going to go 15-1 like they did last season.
Oh God, no.
They're not going 15-1. No. They will have competition with New Orleans and Tampa Bay.
Right.
With Atlanta struggling again. That's just me.
Yep.
They are going to struggle again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's going to be a competitive NFC South race, in my personal opinion. With New Orleans and Tampa Bay being rebuilt. So
yeah, they also in the rebuilding process. I got Carolina because they're a team that really has not changed much in their roster. So I'm going with Carolina automatically.
Yeah, I'm going with Carolina with that one too. All right, last but not least, we got the NFC West. This should be an easy one.
This was hard.
This should be an easy one.
This was hard. This was hard for me only because there are two
teams there that are really,
I had to really
absolutely.
And after careful deliberations on this one, I have to go with the Arizona Cardinals.
And that's exactly who I got. Seattle's going to the playoffs, no doubt about it.
Right,
but they're not going to get the title. No.
They're not winning the division.
Yeah, because Seattle's a tough team. It's going to be a half a game race between Arizona and Seattle.
And I think Arizona's going to pull it off.
Yeah, and Arizona's going to have to pull it off somehow, somewhere.
I know Bruce Arians got a lot more coaching left in him, and I believe he can do a lot better than a lot of people believe that he can do.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I'm
And I agree. I agree.
Arizona.
Don't take away from the Rams, though. They're in the real rebuilding process, too. Literally. In San Francisco, right now, I see them next season probably get one.
I don't even see San Francisco next year.
I see them next year probably get one.
Nope. I don't see them next year.
Moving up in the world since, of course, 2011, 2012. Moving up in the world. But they still going to be
They're
down.
not going to get a better coach than Jim Harbaugh. That's a done deal.
Yeah, that's a done deal.
That right there, to me, until they get a better coach than Jim Harbaugh, they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
They ain't
absolutely.
going nowhere.
I agree.
Because that team needs coaching. San Francisco needs coaching, and we've seen that in Jim Harbaugh.
But
we
because
seen it
the
in
flaws
90s.
and all that stuff,
We seen it
things
in the 90s
happen.
with
The Indianapolis Colts.
with San Francisco.
Oh.
We seen the coaching under what is his name? Late 80s, early 90s, or mid 80s, early 80s.
Bill Walsh.
Thank you, Bill Walsh. Seen it with Bill Walsh coaching. That's what San Francisco needs.
Yeah. And with him, with the, what was that, West Coast offense?
Yes.
That's why they're the best. One of the best.
My favorite playbook.
Okay. There are our predictions for the division winners of the AFC and the NFC. Tonight's game. Who you got?
I got the Panthers tonight. A final score 23-17. That's my prediction. 23-17. Carolina.
I got Carolina 17-0.
17-0.
17-0.
Carolina 17-0.
Yep. Carolina 17-0.
Okay. We both said Carolina, but by different scores.
Right, by different scores. If Peyton Manning was still playing, Denver.
It would be Denver.
It'd have been Denver.
Doubt. It would be Denver. But because Peyton's not playing, it's going to be Carolina.
It's going to be Carolina. And they're going to win 17-0.
I got 23-17.
Cool. Cool beans. All right. That is our blog talk. Critical thinking of analysis. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to pull up my stuff. You can check us out on the social media side. Listen to more of our podcasts. You follow us on Twitter at DTST2414. Like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. Subscribe on YouTube and also subscribe to our podcast on the podcast app featuring iTunes. Of course, the blog. We're just doing it now. Critical thinking of an analysis. You can check that out at doubleTakeSportsTalk.blogspot.com.
Yeah, for those of y'all that missed it and just want to rehear our predictions, just go over real quick. AFC East, Daryl got Jets. I got the Buffalo Bills. Daryl got Cincinnati for the North, AFC North, and I got Pittsburgh for the AFC North. Daryl got Houston for the AFC South. I got Tennessee for the AFC South. Daryl both picked Kansas City for the AFC West. For the NFC East, Daryl picked the New York Giants, and I picked the Washington Redskins for the NFC East. The NFC North would be the Green Bay Packers for both me and Daryl for the NFC North. NFC South, we both picked Carolina, and for the AFC West, we both picked Arizona. So there were some differences in the AFC more than it was the NFC. NFC, we most likely thought alike for the first time.
Yeah, in a long time.
Yeah.
In a long time.
That's how it goes.
Yep. That's a wrap for our blog talk, critical thinking and analysis. I'm Daryl. That's Darren on the other side.
Yep.
In the meantime, ciao.